Oh lordy. Oh lord. Where was I at? Let's see. Shadow said just a time for the cold stream. Okay then. Ready for this bedtime story? What up with your cheddar man? What it do? What it do? Wamp wamp. What it do? What it do? I'm over here getting ready for CEO, letting the clothes wash, you know what I mean? And then, you know, burning time until I have to get on that flight. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, as it should be. The front entrance to the Maractus Clinic, the walls and poster are highly polished. I can see my face in the wait. My hair is a little flat. There. Perfect. Okay, let's see. I wonder if I missed something anywhere. Let's see. We already looked at that. Oh, we need another toe print to whatchamacallit. Okay, let me see if there's something over here. You wanna be started something? You got to be started something. Wanna be started something? Got to be started something. You stuck in the middle. You're a vegetable. 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 You're a buffet. You're a vegetable. Cause you're a vegetable. Ow. Okay, hold on. Alright, let's see. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. Okay, that's that, that's that, that's that. Why did I do that? I'm stupid. Look, fragile. Someone's there. Oh, it's just a gold painted human skeleton. Just a human skeleton and painted gold. There's a mannequin hand waving to us from the box behind the skeleton. This place just screams hospital stores, don't you think? It screams something, that's for sure. Okay, there's that, there's that. Look, it's a folding ladder. Polly, that's called a step ladder. Come on. A step ladder? How is that different from a regular ladder then? It's a much more complex piece of machinery. It's like two ladders stuck together. So you admit that basically it's a ladder, right? Wait, huh? You have to look past the form at the essence of the thing. Can we talk about something else? Hey, kitty cat. Here, kitty. It's not coming down. We do look kind of suspicious, you have to admit. It's okay, kitty cat. His hair won't hurt you. It's okay, kitty cat. She won't make you disappear in her hat. No clues here. This is where we found your panties, isn't it, Juicy? And I can't thank you enough, Apollo. Well, thank you for saying thank you. Oh, I'm always polite. It's part of being a performer. You know what Daddy says. It doesn't cost anything to be polite, and it could bring you more business. Typical. Just kidding. I really am grateful. Okay. That's nothing there. Fragile. Okay, nothing here. Where do I want to go next? Safe up in here. What up, Safe? Happy hump days, ladies and gents. Right. Right. Absolutely. So he don't care about nothing like that either. Well, the time of the decision is upon us. Which one of our two jailbirds do you want to talk to? Excuse me. Both detainees are currently in question to corroborate their accounts. Mr. Stickler and Waki, both of them? I pity the questioner. Guess we'll be back then. Okay, let's see. So I feel like I gotta go talk to Emma then. Man, he's still messing with that lady. People part. They say the Maractus Clinic. Hey, what? This slipper. Look right here. I think I see a toe mark. A toe mark. You think we can get a print off that? Sure. Toes have prints just like fingers do, you know? This little clue might be a gold mine. Oh, there's one problem. The police station doesn't keep a record of toe prints. So we won't know who it is. I guess that would be too much to hope for. Still, it might be useful somehow. Let's analyze it. Step in that mud over there. Oh, I didn't think analyzing footprints gonna do so much good. I would have much fun. Okay, hold on. So, guess you can point it that way, and you two know how to dust prints on your own now. Make sure to examine everything you find. Okay. So. How do we use it? I forgot. Hold on. Do I just present it to her? We have this. We have this. I'm trying to remember. Hold on. We have it. So how do we? Oh, you just gotta do this right here. I'm about to say. I wonder, could this be a print? Why would there be a finger? Oh, you mean a toe print? Good call, Apollo. But we can analyze it just like a regular print. This could be a vital piece of evidence. Oh, test it first. This used to hit hard on the DS because you would just do this all with your stylus and you would actually blow into your DS and it would blow the dust off. Hey, it worked. That looks like a big toe, maybe. Wow, I feel like the case is solved already. What was next? We have the master print, right? Right, let's match it. Wait, the detective didn't give us a list of toe prints, Apollo. Oh, good point. Maybe we should ask her, get some expert advice? I guess so. I'm not sure she really qualifies as an expert. Ah, the slippers. It's quite a clear print there, toe print. Too bad we don't know whose toe it is. Well, there is a way of finding out, of course. There is? What? All you need is a sample of the same toe print of another shoe, for instance. Oh, right. So if the prints match, you know the same person, the person who wore both. Do I have another shoe worn by the same person? I think I just might actually. Really? I'm beginning to suspect something here. Detective Sky, can you compare this sample with this other print? This pair of sandals, toe print and all. Ooh, the print on these is nice and clear, too. That makes our job easy. Can you analyze it for us? Of course. Hang on. Bingo. Gosh, I'm good. Hey, we were the ones who found the prints. A perfect match. The same person wore these sandals and slippers. I was afraid of that. All you have to do is find out who these sandals belong to. Or do you already know? I can't say. Not yet. Well, that's one big step closer to the truth. Yeah. So now that we got that, we need to go to let's see here. I guess the detention center. Don't cry, Angel. Daddy's back, and Daddy's... Oh, you again. Do you always have to announce your interests like that? Man, my old man, man. Now I'm all in a funk, and it's all his fault. One can only assume that his father tried to teach him a lesson and failed clearly. You two got your work cut out for you, straight up. Of course, I don't care if they lock me up. I'm ready to go. Some days I wonder why I do what I do. Guilty verdict. Hey man, you won't see me bugging out about 1 or 2 guilty charges. But what if you're found guilty of murder? Hey, it's all experience, you feel me, shorty? Like a badge of honor. They don't give the death penalty, do they? You didn't really do it, did you? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. If I've learned one thing today, it's that silence speaks louder than words. Man, my old man is whack. Disappointing. That's what he is. I heard he wants to leave the mob. Over my dead body. I spent my life trying to keep it real, being an OG and never stepping down. Now my old man wants to go soft. Fine, let him. Just leave me out of it. The day I get out of the clink, That's the day Alita and I start the next generation of the Kitaki family. Please don't talk as though it's assumed you're going to jail for my sake. Present. You don't care about this. Wait. That's right, Joaquin. It's yours. Hey, look, I don't smoke or anything. I'll live long, right? I don't think he gets it, Apollo. Take a closer look here in particular. Where it says nurse. It's signed Alita Tiala. Huh? You lawyers do your homework? So you met Miss Tiala when you... Yeah, I met her at the clinic. So? Could you tell us a bit about the circumstance of your meeting? Fine. I'll tell you how we met if you want that to know that bad. Joaquin Alita. About half a year ago, I was shot during a little turf war with another family. I was ready to die, sure. But they came in and got me, hauled me off to the docks. The Miractus Clinic? That's where I met her, my fallen angel. You met Alita Tiala? She was scared of me at first, turns out. But you know what they say, the bad guy always get the ladies. Right. Fugu up in here. This is definitely good practice for CEO. I'm practicing for Avatar and Tokon right here. And I guess the Street Fighter 5 little tournament. Yeah, corny Fox boy. You gotta love it. It's always the corny guys that are trying to act tough. You know what time it is. She was done with that clinic anyhow. So I was like, I'll take you on, woman. Straight gangster style. Guess what she said? What did she say? Come on, give it some thought. She said it real quiet, like on the down low. Know what I'm saying? I'll leave if you marry me. So that was the proposal? You know it, an oath of love right there in the hospital room. Just like that, the op was done and we were out of there. See you later, bye. About that op. Yeah, didn't go so well after all, did it? I know about the report. I know it's still in me. This health checkup was the boss's idea, you said. Yeah, can you imagine? What's the point of living healthy when you're a G? You know what I'm saying? But didn't you learn about the bullet at the checkup? Yeah, that's when I knew that doctor had to pay. Figured I could get that cap pulled after I got my revenge. And hey, I'm still living large, aren't I? Incidentally, had you ever had a health checkup before? Nah, my old man suddenly gets this idea we all gotta get checkups. Guess he's getting old. Older, I mean. Okay. Uh-oh, Smash up in here. What up with you? Okay. So that's that. That's that. I don't think he needs anything else. Fingerprints all right. Did I talk to him already about this? Let me see if I did or not. About the gun. Man, that is so far off the hook. It's off the chain, G. Alright, he don't care. Alright, so that's fine. We're dipping out with him. So now I need to go to the Eldoon house. I think he's there now. He's not here yet? Damn, bro. Where you at? Where your ass is at? So I feel like I need to go back to the detention center then. Must be something else I need to ask him about. Okay, let's see. No, he don't care about this. No, he don't care about this either. What about the Shiv? No, he don't care about that either. Okay, so we can just dip on him then. Because I think, yeah, we talked to him about everything. So, let me see. Where else do I need to go then? Let's see. Hickfield? Nope, not Hickfield. Why did I go back here? I'm stupid. Left for some froze. Look like a bag of ice. I'm driving that Bentley Bentayga like I don't love my life. I'm in that thing switching and I'm lane switching. You. Doubt anybody's in the clinic, right? Unless Tiala's here. No, she's not here. And nobody's in the clinic office, right? Okay, so let me think where else I'm supposed to be going. I already talked to him. Unless it's something else I'm supposed to talk to Waki about. Let me see. What else could I talk to this clown about? Unless we're about to talk about these prints. No, he don't care about these. Oh, hold on. We can ask if these are her shoes. Waki, you don't happen to recognize these, do you? Hey, sure I do. I was the one who bought them for her. For Miss Tiala? Yeah, birthday present. She got mad little feet, mad. So cute, man. So these sandals are hers. Yeah, I kind of had that feeling. Rube's up in here. What you on? It's been a minute. Rubito. Go and pull up the CEO this weekend. Rube's catch that quick flight to Orlando. I know New York got quick little hops you can get on the flight. Come through. What's up with these funky vibes? Okay, I think we got everything we need. Yeah. So yeah, we just got that information from him. I've seen enough arrests on Taj. Yeah. Hell no, you ain't too broke, bro. You got all the money over there. Your name's Rubes, bro. You got the rubies. Don't lie, bro. I know what time it is. Man's been off social media too. You know he just been working. Man's got all the money. Let me hold some. Uh-oh, here goes Mr. Eldoon, Mr. Guy Eldoon. Dion up in here. What up? Mr. Eldoon, we've been looking all over for you. What's the matter, Trusadal? Apollo, show him what we found. Nothing like expert advice. I suppose he is a doctor still. Mr. Eldoon, is everything okay? I'm just so happy. I just thought my doctor days were gone for good. Mr. Eldoon. Hey, DZ up in there. Happy belated birthday. Shout out to August birthdays. Who else's birthday in August? Alright, so let's show him this chart. Mr. Eldoon, could you take a look at this? A medical chart? Hey, you shouldn't go around taking these from clinic. Why the sudden silence, Mr. Eldoon? What's going on here? That's what we want to know. That chart belongs to my client. He's on the trial on suspicion of murder. On trial? That's crazy. You can't put him on trial. He's ABD. ABD? All but dead. He's knocking on the pearly gates and someone's about to answer. Can you tell us why? That he took the thing off. Well, permit me to speak as a surgeon. You listen up good now, son. No way. It's like he's a completely different person. Feel like a brand new person. Well, according to this chart, this Waki Kitake fella's not doing so well. He's got a bullet right up his side of his heart. That's right. Yeah, but this chart talks about the post-op. In other words, the operation is already finished. But you can still see that bullet stuck in there. Why would it still be in there after the operation to remove it? Well, about the only reason I can think of is it was too tricky to operate on. What? That bullet snug as a bug. There, next to the, is it aorta? Aorta, I think. which is connected to the heart. Heck, that scrap of metal's just surrounded by blood vessels. Kind of a miracle. Man, the artwork for Apollo Justice too good it is. This is like, I think this is my favorite Ace Attorney game. I do like the Miles Investigation game too, and Great Ace Attorney was good. All of them are good, to be honest. I'm trying to think the weakest games. Maybe Dual Destinies. That might be the weakest Ace Attorney game. I actually like Spirit of Justice because of Naoya and other characters. But shout out to Simon though. I like me some Simon. 2 millimeters to either side, and there'll be some serious bleeding going on in there. Nothing's not something your average doc be eager to fiddle with. You mean? It took a miracle to get that bullet stuck where it is. It take more than a miracle to take it out. It take a magician. I'm only up to making rabbits disappear. I haven't learned bullets yet. Of course, with the heart pumping and lungs working, that bullet's on the move. I'd give him another half a year tops. But Waki's operation was already half a year ago. That's why I'm saying you're out of time. This kid shouldn't be on trial. He should be on an operating table. Great. Just great. Correcto daze. How could Dr. Maractus do such a terrible thing? How could he just leave that bullet in there? I got a pretty good idea how he felt. An emergency operation. He's got the kid's chest open on the table. Then he finds that bullet. That's despair right there, Trucidal. Cold despair. Despair? About the only thing he could do is sew the boy back up. He wasn't exactly in the situation to go admitting he couldn't take it out. The Kitakis. You bet. This kid's their only son, I hear. So he skips the operation and Waki's back on the street living his life. Of course, it's only a matter of time before his heart hemorrhages and he drops cold. How awful. And which doctor would they take him to? Maractus. He's got enough ties to him. He could probably cover up the truth of what happened. That's just horrible. He left Waki to die? There's a darkness in this world, Trucidal, waiting, hungry. Compared to it, these gangs' turf wars are like kid games. When you're up against real evil, well, it don't matter if you're weak or strong. It'll take you all the same. You were a surgeon, right, Mr. Eldu? You could operate on Waki, couldn't you? I wish. What? I'm afraid there ain't nobody in the country that could. Maybe not even in the world. So, Waki... He's real lucky to be alive even now. No. There's one problem. Apollo? This chart. Look at the nurse section. Alita Tiala. That's right. This operation was how they met. Yeah, the problem is she knew. She knew about Waki's condition, guaranteed. Why didn't she ever tell him? It doesn't make sense. If she knew her patient was in serious danger, you'd think she'd want to get that second operation before getting engaged. What was she thinking, Apollo? What were you thinking, Alita Tiala? We know what she was thinking. You get married, she get that inheritance. She get that insurance check. So that's why the Young Miami song is the song of the year. Cause how that song go? Where all my scamming ass niggas at? Spend that money fast. 20 bitches where y'all at? We're gonna go y'all back. Boosting bitches where y'all at? Stuffing that shit in y'all bag. Come on now. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Hey, if you got meter, spin that shit. Spin that shit. Come on now. Where all my come on now. Boosting Fox Boy, okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can get her to talk. This is it, the big day. Did you get any sleep? Yeah, I went to bed at 1 a.m. or so. Honestly, that's looking like me tonight. When I got to get on the flight, I'll be given that anxiety. Like, not like no crazy threatening anxiety, but like, you know, you get that travel anxiety. Like, man, I can't wait to go do this and that. I can't wait to get on the flight. I don't want to miss it, but I want to make sure everything's packed. I can't wait to go and just start drinking immediately, start eating immediately, and start, you know, throwing dollars at certain clubs where they got poles. Let me stop. Anyway. Oh, what time did you wake up? 3 a.m. Damn, he only got 2 hours of sleep. I feel that. I feel that. That's only 2 hours, Apollo. But at least you have me. And the amazing Mr. Hat. Here's looking at you, kid. Good luck today, Apollo. That voice. Hey, get any sleep? Mr. Wright. That's where coffee comes in. I was going out of my mind with boredom, so I signed myself out early today. Somehow that place makes fake piano playing at the Indochine pasta joint seem almost fun. Daddy, do you know who Prosecutor Gavin's witness is today? Take a guess. How about Little Plum? That Sherman tank of a mom? Nope, guess again. That's too bad. You know, speaking of moms, you need to find me a new mommy one of these days, Daddy. It's barely morning. You're already at it. You're at it already, Trucy. Okay, see, this is why I don't buy their father and daughter relationship. So, Mr. Wright, do you know who's the prosecution witness is? Alita Tiala, your client's fiance. I knew it. Yep. Where are my scamming? She's going to be a witness? But that seems odd. Why would she testify against her own fiance? You have to wonder what Gavin's up to. Something's going down today. That much is clear. Well, not to worry. I got my panties back. If we can find a killer, I'll pull out. I'm pulling out of there. Lux up in here. What to do? Voice acting. Let's get it. Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie Kitaki. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is warmed up, and it's a sold-out house. Very well. To recap, while yesterday's witness seemed more guilty than any other party. Guilty of panty snatching? Where are my panties snatching? Alright, anyway. We did find out one thing for certain. There were 3 people in the park at the time of the murder. The witness, the victim, and the defendant. Correct, Judge. And today, I like to do something a little new age. This is the only game in the series with the cleanest sprite work. Is it really? Oh yeah, because after this game, they do, I think after Apollo, it was Miles Investigations. And then after that, it was, well, hold on. Great Ace Attorney has good, oh no, I'm tripping. Great Ace Attorney is 3D. Great Ace Attorney is 3D. Spirit of Justice 3D. Dual Justice 3D. But I want to say the Ace Attorney HD, you know, like, whatchamacallit, the HD, you know, re-release. I think they cleaned up the sprites, if I'm not mistaken, but it's been a minute since I played those. But this game also came out on the DS versus the original Ace Attorneys came out on Game Boy. So, I mean, the Game Boy Advance, I believe, and then the DS, so it makes sense. I like to look at this horrible crime from the outside. The outside? The acquisition of the murder weapon. The preparation for the attack, or for the act. Our poor defendant told all you see to his betrothed. His betrothed? Oh, is it betrothed? Not betrothed? I don't know. Fuck it. I don't know if I'm ever getting married, so I don't need to know that word. His fiancée, Judge. His partner for life, with no chance for parole. Very well. You may show the lucky lady to the stand. Your name and occupation, Fraulein? Alita Tiala. My occupation is future wife. Ah, traditional values. I respect that.
Too many broads these days can't even weave baskets blindfolded underwater. Yet you're here today as a witness for the prosecution?
To be honest, I didn't want to testify at first, but I couldn't hide the truth.
Honesty, another admirable trait.
Or admirable trait.
Frolin, is it true that on the day of the crime, the defendant Waki Kitaki confessed his plans for murder?
Yes.
The witness will please give her testimony to the court.
The thing is, before they cleaned up the sprite work for Ace Attorney trailer, this game in particular, however, was clean on the DS from the start. Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, it makes sense, right? Like, they literally got through how many games before Apollo Justice? Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulation, Justice for All. So 3 games, right? And then this game makes sense.
It was the day that the family checkup results came back. When Waki found out that Dr. Maractus had lied, he flew into a rage. I'll teach him, he said. He took one of the family's pistols. And you already know what happened that night. I just don't see how anyone but Waki could have done it.
Where all my scamming at?
So the pistol did belong to the Kitaki family then?
Yes, with regards to this, an investigation is underway at the Kitaki mansion on charges of the possession of illegal firearms.
And the bullet that took the victim's life, was it?
Fired from the pistol the defendant procured. Yes, this has been proven. How can you prove something like that? Bullets carry marks from the barrel that fired them, called rifling marks. Or ballistics, right? Rifling marks? Think of them as being a gun's fingerprint left on every bullet it fires. And when did you first hear about Waki's plan?
It was the day of the murder. I should have stopped him. I just didn't think he would actually do it.
Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
Girl, you a scammer. I'm telling y'all, man, they be looking like this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better be careful out here when y'all damn tied up with somebody. It's a reason I'm single my whole life. I play Apollo Justice. They been told me about girls like this. Shit, I don't trust nobody. I only trust my mama. Let me stop. Alright. It was the day that the family helped. Okay, let's see. When Waki found out that full of rage, I'll teach him, he said, took one of the family's pistols. You already know what happened. Let's press this. So, is it easy to take a pistol out from the house?
Not really. I think there's a system in place to limit access. But Waki's a special case, being the next in line.
Perhaps his treatment was a bit too special, Ja.
Well, maybe he is a bit spoiled. I hear he got amazing presents for his birthday. Last year was a switchblade made out of chewing gum and a chocolate gravestone.
Sounds like he has a taste for sweets and danger.
The point here being that Waki had access to the pistol.
I just don't see how anyone would have done. Could have. Hold on. That must have been quite frightening.
He was furious. He ripped his report into shreds.
Incidentally, I had to request another copy to file as evidence. A bothersome chore, but one I performed without complaint.
Waki is at an age where he's hard to control when he loses his temper. Of course, that little bit of instability is so cute.
Great. Now he sounds like a psychopath. Okay, let me see what I see. There's a contradiction. It was the day that the family checkup results came back. Let me press that too. That was the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, everyone in the family received their checkup results that day. When Waki looked at his face went so pale.
But of course, he had just found out he had a bullet in his chest. So you were there at that time?
Yes, poor Waki.
Okay, hold on. So she was there, but we got the report right here. So let me see here. Examination record. I don't think we showed this part yet, though. Yeah, at least not yet. Okay, let's see. Seeing if anything else shows. 2 rounds were fired. Results from Waki's checkup report. Oh, let me look at this. Metallic object found. Urgent exam needed. Okay, no, that's nothing. Okay. What happened? Meaning the murder?
I tried to stop him, I really did. But Waki wouldn't listen.
Our defendant was nothing if not determined, it seems.
The last thing you should do is blame yourself, miss.
I just couldn't see how anyone but Waki could have done it.
Excuse me.
Well, this shit ain't got no fingerprints on it. But let's press that too. How can you say that for certain? How?
Hey, Forehead, you refrained from badgering the Fraulein. It was the defendant, Waki, was it? Who took the pistol from his home. We know this for a fact now.
Man, I've been entering many giveaways after seeing you win that monitor. Just enter Dragon's Dogma, as you should. I'm trying to tell you, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. I've won several things because of, you know, I feel like like I say this all the time, I feel like I'll be winning because I feel like a lot of people don't think they're going to win. So therefore the chances are higher. So especially if you find like those niche kind of giveaways too, you know what I mean? Like I'm sitting on giveaways. This chair I was given from I received a chair from the giveaway. This microphone I'm talking to y'all is from a giveaway. Persona 5 digitally with a card, I got that from a giveaway. You feel me? The monitor, a controller, a game. No, 3 games. I got Sonic Shadow Generations from a giveaway. The Legacy of Kain from a giveaway. Capcom Fighting Collection from a giveaway. There's another game. I know there's another game. Oh, Double Dragon Rage of the Dragons, whatever. I won a large steel series giveaway on IG. Oh, look at that. See, you know what time it is. Just keep doing it to me. 5 minutes, follow random shit. If I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. Exactly. And then guess what? Another chance, bro. These companies always giving away stuff, bro.
I suppose we do. So how could anyone else have used the pistol to shoot the victim? They could not. Simple logic, Ja.
That does seem to be the case. Does the defense have anything to say regarding this point?
Could someone else have used that pistol? Yeah, there was another.
Based on your testimony, there was clearly another. One other person had access to that pistol. What's this?
Interesting. Let's ask the defense then. Tell the court who this other person with access was.
Would it not be her? There she is. Well, of course. I mean, you, Miss Tiala.
Me? But why?
You were quite well, I can't talk. You were quite clear when you told the court. You heard about the pistol from the defendant on the day of the murder. In other words, you know what he was planning.
Let me get this straight. You intend to tell us that this lady stole the pistol from her fiancé and killed a man in cold blood on his behalf?
I've heard of people doing strange things for love, but this?
It does seem a bit unfathomable, to be sure. I'm all for romance and supporting for your partner in life, to be sure. But I think I would hesitate at murder.
I'd hope you do more than hesitate.
But what if a different connection could be proven? A connection between the witness and the victim? we might find that she had a personal motive beyond wanting to help her fiance. That would put things in a slightly different light. What possible connection are you suggesting here?
You know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think that the police never looked inside that safe.
I have evidence showing a connection between the witness, Miss Tiala, and the victim.
That looks like a medical chart.
Found inside a safe at the Maractus Clinic. I'd like to draw the court's attention to the names written on the chart.
What? Miss Tiala, whatever, why is your name on this chart?
Uh-oh. She ain't smiling no more. She's sweating, baby. Okay. She look evil, too. She got all that green on. And y'all know what else is evil and green. And also made by Capcom because it's a Capcom game. Let me stop. All right. Well, Claire, to explain the meaning of this, Miss Tiala.
I'm not sure what you mean by meaning, Mr. Justice.
Oh, look at her looking all spit, folding her arms. No longer, innocent no more. Huh? Our warm little fiance just froze over.
I was on the staff at that clinic until half a year ago. It was boring, so I quit. That's all. Is there a problem with that?
Miss Tiala, you testified that you had no connection to the victim.
And I don't. Now? I quit half a year ago, didn't I? So there's no connection. Let me guess, you're the kind of guy who can't rest until he knows every last detail of his girl's past. Am I right?
That's not true at all. Why, I embrace the ones I love. Past flaws.
There's no connection now. It doesn't fly in a court of law.
Doesn't it? Doesn't fly?
She's one tough nut. She probably feels right at home with the Kitakis. You left your job at the Maractus Clinic, true, but you remain connected somehow.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence that proves the witness is still connected to the Maractus Clinic.
This big toe. I just want to make sure. I think it's this these slippers. But I want to make sure when nothing else. Yeah, guess these, what you call it.
Well, I suppose I could see.
Forehead, this trail you think you found, it doesn't lead to the truth, nor to a long career in the legal profession, Ja. Gee, thanks. Perhaps you'll allow me to do the honors?
Why not? It might be nice for a change.
Most excellent. Let's rock. Oh shit, I fucked up. But it's cool, y'all get to hear this. I thought it was the slippers, but okay, let me do that again. Hold on, what else is it? Show us that evidence that proves that the witness is still connected to the clinic. Hold on, this bitch, they were both there. Is it her sandals for real? Okay, fuck. Wrong slippers, my bad. Sorry. These sandals were found in the Maractus Clinic lobby. They're yours, aren't they?
Well, who knows? I'm sure there are a lot of people with those kind of sandals.
So sorry, Fraulein, but your act isn't working. Your moment of hesitation just now cost you.
What's with you? I thought you were on my side.
Perhaps you are unaware that toes leave toe prints. A simple analysis of these sandals will reveal all.
Well, now we see your true colors. I was wrong to cooperate with you from the beginning. I just wanted you to help get Waki back on the straight and narrow.
this court thinks you need to worry less about Waki and more about yourself. It sounds as though we need to hear a bit more about your story.
Your sandals were found in the entrance to the clinic, which means you went there on the day of the murder. Well, there's little point in denying it.
Very well. The witness will tell us about this visit.
Uh-oh, Kazu got a streak with Taj 256. That's brazy. Yeah, this will be the like the last stream till I come back Monday from CEO, because tomorrow I leave on the early flight. But you know, it's a little something for y'all before I dip out.
Why did you go to the Maractus clinic that day?
I did go to the clinic that day. My first time in half a year since I quit in January. I went to warn him. After all, I knew Waki had the pistol. The doctor always was a timid man, too timid to admit his own mistake.
Orlando up in here. What up, Squadron? Apollo Justice bracket. Hey, yeah, this is me practicing for the Apollo Justice bracket as CEO, going straight to grand finals and the money. What time you going to Orlando tomorrow? You popping up Friday or you coming Thursday? I guess there ain't nothing to do Thursday unless just hang out with people. That's more like social hour, I guess. So you probably coming up Friday or something.
The doctor always was a timid man, too timid to admit his own mistakes. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets.
I'm hoping to be there tomorrow before 5 p.m. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll be there. Hell, just then probably getting the badges, finding some shit to do.
I wanted to tell him to be careful as an old friend.
She lying. Where are all my scamming ass?
By mistake, you mean? The mistake we heard about from the defendant? The botched operation?
He was a timid small man, but I never wished him harm.
Hey, can't wait to see the squad for real, man. It's been too long. I think literally, yeah, last time I seen you was literally 2022 Daytona CEO. Yeah. Shit, that's 4 years. That's brazy, bro. A lot has changed. I know I gained a lot of weight from then too. I just had to get my homie a bunch of my old clothes because I can't fit them no more. I'm not 180 pounds now. I'm 230. Damn, I ain't been missing no meals. You feel me?
I just thought I should let him know, you know.
That does make sense.
Yeah, but there's one thing which does not.
What's that, Prosecutor Gavin?
The sandals left in the lobby, of course. We can assume she wore these sandals to the clinic, Ja.
That just means 4 years is the journey to Tasha Shredded Taj, man. I don't know about that. I ain't gonna front. Food is too good to get shredded, man. For real. Like the shit you got, people don't understand, man. The shit you gotta do to be shredded is crazy work. Gotta starve yourself and then maintain that shit, boy. Now I understand why they can't stay Super Saiyan all the time. They have to go back to their base form because shit, that's hard to maintain, boy. You get me? But there are people that's always Super Saiyan mode, aka steroids. Then why does she not wear them home? If it were me, I would have worn them home.
I should have worn those sandals home too.
I would have worn those sandals home too. Okay, I guess we're all wearing these.
So why were the sandals left behind?
For real, that's too much sacrifice for all that we got. Yeah, exactly. Especially, I mean, I hate to, be a little dark here, but it's just crazy. You be seeing all the time on Facebook, Twitter, whatever. 33-year-old bodybuilder dies, perishes, whatever, Now it's probably, some kind of substance abuse probably. Because, unfortunately folks be doing everything just to, keep that little image in the mirror, man, and shit. That shit, like, them voices be loud as hell when you be looking in that mirror. You got to be careful, man, for real. Body dysmorphia is a real thing, and that's even without the fitness shit. Because I know all the time when these girls are looking like, damn, I need a BBL or breast, implant, whatever. It's like, man, like, you really good how you are. You know what I'm saying? You can do that natural shit and look just as good or better than them folks getting them operations. But we're in a world where, like, I'm telling y'all, man, it shit is so relevant with everything. Everybody want to skip to
the end result, right? So let's say fighting games. Everybody wants to skip to straight to master rank. They don't want to learn the game, right? Okay. Fitness. People don't want to do the actual diet and the workouts. They want to get straight on some drugs to get the muscles instantly. Folks want that dream body, so they get the surgery. They get them fake abs. They get the BBLs, the chest implants, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like everybody wants to just go take shortcuts, and then you gotta understand that them shortcuts have a lot of consequences to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's kind of ridiculous. Everybody wants to just immediately do a little time skip. I'm like, bro, you can't do that. But Lil be up in here, what up with you? But yeah, insecurity is at all time high for real. And then of course social media amps it up because everybody trying to compare themselves to the other person. Like, oh man, I seen so and so lift 300. Man, I gotta outdo them. Like, man, just focus on competing with yourself, not everybody else. You get me? He pointed out the contradiction before me. There's probably a good explanation for this, right, Miss Tiala? Say, for instance, there happened to be a similar pair of sandals there which were wore home by mistake.
Actually, that's right. I'm impressed, Mr. Gavin.
Oh, it's nothing. There is, after all, no other possible explanation, jaw forehead. Oh, what the? No fair. He's filling in the holes in her testimony.
The defense may begin the cross-examination.
People too worried about nonsense when they should be figuring out the world, right? Not even their fault though. Social media, yeah, but see, I'll still will fault them too, because at the end of the day, just because somebody waving crack in your face don't mean you gotta do the crack. You know, I know it's tempting, sure, but you know, you could also just be your own person and not be so easily influenced by the world and shit like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I get it. You know, we all freaking, you know, get inspired or you know, might get a little envious, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. People gotta damn do better. Alright, let's see. I did go to the clinic for my first time quitting since January. I went to warn them after I knew Waki had a pistol. The doctor always was a timid man too timid to admit his own mistake. Why else would I have gone? Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. I wanted to tell him to be careful as an old friend. Let's see what we do. They don't even know it's happening, but you're right. They should be more careful. Not everyone does. Yeah, you got to break out the genjutsu, bro. All of us fell for the genjutsu one time. Like, I fell for the Street Fighter 6 genjutsu, then I broke out of it. So if you found yourself, you know, hypnotized by the whatever genjutsu, fake distraction, mirage, whatever, you gotta break out of it, man. You gotta just like listen to your intuition and just see through shit, man. You gotta get the Sharingan, the Byakugan, whatever Gan eyes. You gotta see through the fog. But some people like the delusion though. Some people like, you know, being in Delulu world, you know. And I get it. Ignorance is bliss, and if that's your way of, you know, distracting yourself from the truth, I guess, because you know we don't always need to all be so aware of everything. Because if you are, it's just like watching CNN. If you watch CNN every day, you'll go crazy. So I get it, but everything should be in moderation. Don't stay in Delulu world for so long, because then you'll really be delusional, you know. So, you know, shit like that. Let's see what she say here. You mean the act of malpractice on Waki, correct?
If he had just told Waki the truth in the beginning, none of this would have happened.
True, that operation was the start of this whole affair.
Oh, of course. If he told him, he might have been erased by the Kitakis much earlier.
A disturbing thought.
Well, we know that Maractus Clinic had ties to the Kitaki family. He probably couldn't have gone to the police, even if he wanted to. That's why I knew I had to warn him.
Lying ass. Yeah, a lot of people aren't ready for it. Right. I'm telling y'all, man, once y'all understand the concept of free will, man, it makes your life a lot more manageable. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not easier, but it definitely helps aid your decision making. You know what I'm saying? You can have free will, bro. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. You know? Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. No dark secrets, hey?
What? Look at me however you want, Mr. Justice. You won't find a thing.
She's hiding something. I know it. I must have some evidence that proves it too.
You're free to think whatever you like. I went to that clinic with only one thought in mind.
I want to tell him to be careful as an old friend. She lying, bro. Hold on. Let me find the contradiction. Let's see. There's the lamp. Where are my scamming ass is at? I don't know. Depending on how much I drink, I might sing that song for karaoke. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Nigga, spin that shit. Cause they gonna have that at karaoke. Man, that song is so real too. I made a tweet about that earlier this week. I was like, we might need to call for a cease and desist order of Young Miami's Spin That, because how about my debit card got frozen by my bank because some goofball went to Red Lobster and spent $8 whole. How do you go to Red Lobster? Because they have to wait you, right? Unless you get some pickup order, I guess. But who goes to Red Lobster and spent $8? You know it had to have been the cheddar biscuits and like a water or something. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying, Arwanda. They went to Red Lobster for $8. They went to some wing spot and Jamba Juice. By the way, this is in how you pronounce it? Vallejo, California. I live in Alabama, so. But I noticed something when I bought this shirt that I'm wearing at CEO. I bought like a Lashade tank top. That I'm like, hold on, who makes Sade tank top? But I think it was some LA store. I was like, okay, I'm gonna support a small business. Probably because I bought a shirt from them. They probably didn't have like good encryption on that site, and I probably got my shit stolen easily off of that. So yeah, but yeah, they went to Jamba Juice, some wing spot, and Red Lobster. Okay. But I got a new card. I'm glad that happened before CEO, even though I still would have had a credit card. But you know, just cause, goddamn. So obviously that song has activated these scamming ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? That happened to me not too long ago. Dude took my number and bought 2 Uber Eats. Wow. You had that. Wow, that's crazy. 2 Uber Eats. That's brazy. They out here, bro. You got to hit the story before the song. Okay, right. No, that would be a good drop, too. Especially if whoever's on the ones and twos for the karaoke, if they like let the beat drop right when I'm saying like the climax of the story. Where are my scamming ass niggas at? All right, let me see. Found in a safe soundbite leader. Okay. Oh man. Okay, hold on. As an old friend, lying ass. But then you'd be betraying Waki, wouldn't you?
No, I did it for him, for us.
She went to warn him so that her fiance would not have committed such a crime, Ja.
I did want to take my Waki away.
There's no way she went to that clinic just to warn him.
You know why she went, Apollo?
Time to figure out what really happened at that clinic, and fast. Around what time did you go to the clinic?
I don't remember exactly, but it was after 9:30, I think.
And that was the first time you had contacted Dr. Maractus in half a year?
Of course it was. He wasn't the kind of boss you made friends with.
So why did you go to the clinic that day?
Went to warn him. I knew Aki had a pistol. Did you want Dr. Maractus to run away?
Well, after I failed to stop Waki, I thought that was the only other way to avoid the problem.
Couldn't you have called? Why go in person?
I called several times that evening, but no one was in.
The victim was busy driving home until after 9 p.m. that night, remember? This is proven by this mirror yesterday, Ja.
I thought if I warned him, he would run away for sure, knowing the doctor.
The doctor was a timid man, too timid to admit his own mistakes. All right, let me see what got some contradictions here. She's scamming. Everybody scamming. Metal object found near heart. Urgent exam needed. Too timid to admit his own mistake. Bullet lodged near heart. Patient name. Physician Dr. Maractus. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. We already looked at that. Yeah, we already looked at that. We already looked at that too. I'll just make sure there's blood. If this ain't blood or something that can identify her. Let's see. Okay. And this is his. Okay, blah blah. I want to tell him be careful as an old friend. As an old friend. Oh, hold on. I think I know the dark secret. It's the fact that she knew about the damn. She knew about the damn about this report right here. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. This chart was found inside a safe in the doctor's office.
Yes.
Why would this one chart be in that safe? Miss Tiala, you know why it was, don't you?
Mind filling me in?
Dr. Maractus didn't have the leisure of making mistakes. That's why he wrote up a false report and kept the truth locked away. Bad, doctor. And this is where you come in, Miss Tiala. The nurse who filed this chart was you, which means you knew about Waki's failed operation.
Interesting.
You were in the same position as Dr. Maractus. Kind of mistakes is hard to claim no connection, does it? You're bold for a novice. I'll give you that. Mr. Justice, you must know I was only a nurse. The doctor is responsible for the chart's contents.
This chart business seems to be quite important. Please amend your testimony accordingly.
Too bad, little Turney. Uh-oh. We can perceive. I like to. This is like one of my favorite features of the game. See? Y'all see this right here? Remember I said y'all need to see through the Genjutsu, right? This is what Apollo's about to do. You got to see through it, bro. You got to pick apart, bro. You got to see through these people. My bracelet's reacting again. What is it, Apollo? I felt my bracelet tighten just now. Your bracelet? Just like yesterday, like you said. When a witness is unsure of something, their nervous habit gives them away. All right, does anybody want to guess where her nervous habit is? What do y'all think it is if y'all seen her animation? I don't know what it is yet either. The last time I played this game was literally like when I was 18. And then they made a re-release like, I want to say like 2022, 2023. But yeah, I don't know. I forgot what it is, but we're about to find out. But I can't see anything, Apollo. Huh? Then what's my bracelet reacting to? Wait, maybe. Yes, that has to be it. What has to be it? Your senses, Apollo. They must be sharper than mine. Huh? I can't see it, but you can sense it. I don't know about that, Trucy. I don't have some kind of special power or anything. Listen to me, Apollo. There's a weak point somewhere in Mrs. Tiala's testimony, but we don't know what her nervous habit is. Well then, what do we do? You have to perceive it yourself, Apollo, with your eyes and your senses. Then it's up to me and my bracelet. I don't know why, but the bracelet helps. Somehow touching it helps me focus. Let's give it a shot and bring down that testimony. All right, let's do it. Was it here? Why would I go to a clinic for a half-a-year-old chart? All right. Y'all ready? So nothing on her eyes. Nothing on her mouth. Here again. All right, let's look at our neck. I don't see nothing on her neck. I see her hands. Uh-oh. Is this it? Yeah, it was. It's her ring. Why go to the clinic for a half-a-year-old chart now, you ask? But you know why you would go now, don't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was quite clear, Miss Tiala. You have a nervous habit. The moment you said the word now, you used your right thumb to fiddle with your ring.
What?
She was unsure. I saw it. Now. That's the key. Word. The chart wasn't a part of your past. It was a clear present. It was a clear and present threat.
That's ridiculous. Why, if that were the case, I would have had 6 months to do something about it.
Indeed.
Eh?
Which means something happened quite recently. Something to make that chart a problem for you now. I've got her on the ropes. Now I can feel it. Time to strike the killing blow with evidence. Miss Tiala, there's no use trying to hide it. The chart became a threat to you now because of this. I'm trying to remember. Oh, was it this? Urgent exam needed. I think that's the one. Let me make sure. I just want to make sure we're on this. Yeah, I think it's the this right here. A health checkup report belonging to the defendant. The Kitakis are trying to get out of the business. The health checkup this month was their first ever. What did you think when you heard about this?
Nothing. Why should I think anything?
Oh, I would think you were positively beside yourself because you were afraid. You knew that what Waki's chest x-ray would reveal. A full half year had passed since the operation. You thought you were home free. When the chart came back to haunt you. That's all, Your Honor.
What just happened? Did the witness just admit to lying?
I sensed it. There was a great aura emanating from her forehead. Very cool. So the lady was lying, it seems. That's correct. She said she had no connection to the Maractus Clinic, but her connection was deep indeed, a bit too deep. If the Kitakis got a hold of this chart with her name, she'd be finished. Isn't that right, Miss Tiala?
You guessed it.
Order!
I did it. I broke her testimony. Amazing, Apollo. I didn't see it at all. Daddy was right about you.
Wait.
Miss Tiala.
It's true. That chart was bad news for me. That's why I went to meet the doctor that day. But that's all. I told him about Waki and went home.
It appears this cross-examination is far from over.
What?
She hid the truth from us. This is clear, yet
It's not clear that this has anything to do with the case at hand.
Very well, the witness will add this to her testimony. And we'll have a bit more cross-examination.
I was so close. You're still close. Keep on her, Apollo. Nothing happened at all. I warned him and left. That's it. Nothing happened at all. I warned him and left. Found in the squish from impact with the back. Oh. She tried to shoot him? No. Did she chase him? No. Hold on. Let's see. Let's press it. How did Dr. Maractus respond to the warning? Oh, he was quite surprised, panicky even. He wouldn't be scared to learn that Kitaki was after him.
Incidentally, this court is not afraid of any mobsters. Why would he have a life-threatening situation just yesterday right here in this courtroom?
Yeah, real impressive. The way you stood up to the attack of the amazing Mr. Hat, sir. After which I carried you back to your chambers. Sounds like the judge had quite a fright. Nothing happened in Dr. Maractus' office that day, huh? What about the mess we found? Something definitely happened in the office, Apollo. I know, but we can't prove when it happened. Nor that Miss Alita Tiala was in any way involved. Let's try putting some evidence up anyway. There's no way she went to the clinic just to warn him. Do you know why she went, Apollo? Time to figure out what really happened at the clinic and fast. I think it's the bullet. With the red stain on the cord. It's either the lamp or the bullet. I'm going with the bullet. You said nothing happened in the doctor's office. I disagree. Take a look at this. What's that? It looks like a squishy old ball of clay. Kind of like you, actually. Damn, roasted his ass. This bullet was found in the Maractus Clinic office. Something did happen in that office, Miss Tiala. Enough of this joking around. The police investigated that clinic. But this was stuck inside the doctor's safe. Inside the safe? I guess the police didn't check that far. But there is a problem. How can you say that bullet was fired on that day? Weren't you the one who explained rifle marks to us? The pistol was taken from the Kitaki mansion that day. Why is the opposition always on his ass? They gotta be. That's how ops work. Your ops always on your ass. And they always are an ass. It's like a fighting game. If the person you're fighting is not playing like an asshole, then they're probably going to lose. If the mark on this bullet matched the murder weapon, then that provides a firearm was discharged in that office on the day of the murder. Not bad, forehead.
Bailiff, have this bullet analyzed immediately.
30 minutes later, a report arrives. The rifling marks on both bullets are identical. 1 millennia later.
Well, it seems as though the bullet in the safe was fired from the murder weapon. Perhaps the defense would like to state their position.
The bullet in that safe proves one fact. A pistol was fired in that day on the office that day. Have fun as CEO. You supposed to be there too, Sam. What you doing? Come through. We'll put you on some good pizza so you can put that little Caesars down. And at the time of the firing, the safe was open. The safe was which contained the top secret chart.
Do you think someone was threatening Dr. Maractus in order to open the safe?
Only one person was in a position to do such a thing. Our witness, Alita Tiala.
Order, order, order. Mr. Justice, where are you going with this? Are you accusing the witness?
Alita Tiala knew about Waki's Kataki's botched operation. She got engaged to him without telling him about it. As long as that bullet remained in his chest, his days were numbered. What if she married him, and then the bullet finally reached its destination?
What?
That reminds me. Apparently, the Kitakis have been asserting themselves in lawful business practices. I have a Little Caesars Friday, now that you mention it, bro, please don't do that to yourself. Your colon would want to cuss you out, bro. Your gut would be like, man, why are you doing this to me again, man? Why you can't give me no quality ingredients, man? Why we must eat this poverty dish? They're making quite a great deal of money, a fortune, if you will.
Nefarious. So she planned to marry him just to get her hands on this fortune?
Uh-oh, it's her. Oh, it's Waki.
You keep talking trash about my Alita, and I'll sue you, lawyer man.
Huh? Me?
Yeah, you said you'd abuse my Alita.
I think you mean accuse?
Same difference. Well, you can't have her. She's mine. It was me. I shot that doctor. Me.
Need to sue his barber.
He left me to die, so I left him to die, too, there in that park.
Waki, just cool down for a second, please.
You keep your hands off my Alita, or I'll...
Miss Tiala?
I'm so sorry. It's been so long since I've laughed so hard.
Something funny?
Waki? Wake up and smell reality. Alita, baby? The signature on the chart, the engagement. I mean, come on. It's so obvious. Even for a brainless, spoiled brat such as yourself. Alita?
Your honesty is like a breath of foul air, Fraulein.
Hey, I wasn't getting out of this clean anyway.
So, the family fortune is what you're really after?
That's right. I wanted the money. No way. That's whack. I ain't trying to hear that. Should have done the wedding earlier. Oh well. By the way, can I ask you a question?
Who, me?
I believe you said you were going to abuse me.
Accuse.
Of what crime, might I ask?
Huh?
Oh, I'm a bad girl, sure. I got close to that brat because I wanted his money. Where all my scamming? But he was the one with the pistol. He could have fired it into the safe after I already left the clinic.
What?
I would have never do a thing like that. It was definitely that silly brat.
Wait, but
what are you talking about?
Trucy?
You had the most to lose if that chart was found. But I didn't have a pistol, now did I? Well, you could have taken Waki's. You think he'd mention that? No? All I heard him say is, it was me, I shot him.
That's only because he's trying to protect you.
Sorry to intrude in this lovely conversation.
But the two of you are forgetting one critical point.
What point?
Certainly the Fraulein wanted that chart. You'd assume she threatened the doctor to open the safe, but then, wouldn't she have taken the chart?
Oh,
you see, that chart wouldn't have been left in that safe. He's right.
Miss Tiala.
Yes?
It is clear to the court that you are not a very good fiancé.
Oh, I'm flattered.
Perhaps it's time you told us the truth. tell us about yourself, introducing your actions and whereabouts on that day?
Right, Judge. Talking shit as he should. That's the judge.
Don't forget,
We've proven that you were at the Maractus clinic on the day of the crime.
Eh.
Alright, what she got to say now?
you going to jail now.
Yeah, I went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. In any case, I didn't shoot him. You don't even have proof I stole the pistol, do you? And that brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Maractus was shot in the temple or not.
You went back later.
That chart was dangerous, you understand? I need to get rid of it. That's why I went that day.
But you couldn't get that chart then, could you?
And later that night, Dr. Maractus was shot. I heard about the shooting, waited a day, but then I had to go back. No easy feat with the cops all over the place.
Ah, that was you?
Apollo, the sound. It came from behind this door.
Someone's in there. Yeah, look at her. Made a mess of everything. A break-in. They left through that window. So you were the burglar?
That was you two? If only I had one more minute. Then I could have opened that safe and gotten the chart.
What? That's trespassing and brazen at that.
Oh, is this a trial for trespassing now? Besides, you can't blame a girl for wanting to protect herself. They are gangsters, you know.
In any case, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination.
Admitting the little crime to avoid the big one, eh? Okay, let's see if we can get it real quick. She went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. In any case, I didn't shoot him. You don't even have proof I stole the pistol, do you? And that brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Maractus was shot in the temple or not. That sounds crazy. Red stain on the cord. Two rounds were fired. Fingerprints wiped. Damage to brain resulting from bullet wound. Point of interest. Entry point. Right temple. 10:15, 10:45. I don't think it matters if it was shot in the temple or not. What do you mean by that? The doctor was shot in the right temple, yes.
So it seems.
Let's review the facts again, shall we? If the killer shot from this location, the bullet would have struck our victim square in the forehead. However, the entry wound was in the right temple.
Yes, we've heard testimony on this yesterday. At the time of the shooting, the witness was standing here. Just before the gun was fired, he shouted. The victim turned his head to look and was shocked.
But that testimony was proven to be a lie. Our egregious panty snatcher, Mr. Stickler, did witness the crime, but he was standing to the north, next to the trash can where he tossed those panties. If Mr. Stickler shot it from this location, the bullet couldn't hit his right temple.
Silly, silly attorney.
What? Do you remember what you had for breakfast that morning? Do you remember, Trucy? I always have a glass of milk for breakfast.
What matters is one thing. The doctor was shot in his right temple. If that's the case, there can only be one explanation. The panty guy was mistaken.
But his location was proven. You can't write that off as him being a mistake. Or mistaken, I'm sorry. Then why don't you show us her forehead? Show you what?
Must I explain everything? Very well, let's recap. If the witness panties guy was standing to the north, then where was the shooter standing? From what location did the killer shoot the victim?
But wait, if the witness was standing there, how could anyone shoot the victim in the right temple?
I merely laid out the facts for us. It's up to the one possessing the shiny forehead to show us. If you can, that is. Walkie Kitaki was standing at the killer mark, Wesley Stickler at the witness mark, and of course Pal Maractus at the victim mark.
Let's hear it. What the defense has to say. Where was the killer standing when they shot the victim?
Someplace else. That's the only way I can think of. Because she didn't disguise a dude, right? Someplace else. Have to be. As the fact stands, we can't explain this crime without contradicting ourselves at some point. But I know why. The real killer shot from an entirely different location. What are you talking about? I don't see any other place.
Apparently, Mr. Justice does. Let's hear it. Where in the park did the killer shoot the victim from?
It's time to raise the roof and the stakes. Alright, hold on. I want to say she was on the noodle stand, right? Like, let's see. Is that where it could have been? Trying to see if there was a maybe she was in it. Yeah, I think she was in the noodle stand. I think that's where it was. She was inside the noodle stand. That makes sense. Like, where else could she be? Eh? Penalties are such frightening things, don't you think? But what if they were a bit more terrifying? Clavier is so cool, bro. I can't front. And he's clean. And he has one of the best themes. Like so.
Double penalty?
Hey, Forehead wishes to take us in a new direction. Then he must be ready for the challenges ahead. Challenge accepted. It's justice time. Are you sure, Paulo? The key is to witness Mr. Stickler's testimony. If we believe that, we know where he stood. And the victim turned when he shouted. There's only one place the killer could have been. The killer shot the victim from here. I think it's the noodle stand. It's got to be the noodle stand. I can't think of anything else where you could have shot. Right. The right temple. Right. Hold on, let me look. If he looked right. Yeah. That would have been his yeah, I think here. Is she proven to have been outside for sure? No. No, it's not. We're about to prove it, but there's only one there's only one logical explanation, right? Like, so let me show you real quick. Oh crap, I can't show you. We're about to show you. But anyway, if he turned his head, right, and Waki was standing across from him and the witness was standing on the other side, right? The only way they could have shot them is in the same like line of sight as Waki. So clearly she's not Waki. But if in a straight line across from him and the doctor, the only logical explanation is she was hiding in the noodle stand and shot him when he turned his head. So that's what we're about to see. I believe we all owe a debt of gratitude to Miss Alita Tiala. What do you mean? Thanks to you, we had a chance to review the crime. And this time, we were prepared. We know that Wesley Stickler was telling the truth. We should have listened to him from the beginning. I think I misunderstood the map then. Oh, yeah. So the killer is supposedly Waki. Oh, well, that also messes up. That W is not Waki. That W is witness. So it's killer, witness, victim. So when oh yeah, that's a noodle cart. Yeah, you wouldn't know if you didn't see us in the other game.
But yeah, the victim died pulling the noodle stand. Right? There's no image of that anywhere, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think there's an image of. All you can see is this. But if you look in here, like there's something right here. Like she could have easily just, you know, shot through this or pulled it away or whatever. But yeah, that's what we're thinking. That's how it makes it seem like Waki was the only one that could have killed Dr. Maractus, because they're assuming that, like, okay, Waki was the only one standing in that line of sight. There's no way somebody was in the noodle stand, but nobody thought of that. We should have listened to him from the beginning. Wesley Stickler was standing right next to the trash can when he saw the two men. He shouted, just as he told us in the testimony, "Stop!" And the victim turned to look in his direction. The shot was fired. The victim was hit in the right temple.
Oh no.
Oh yes. Which direction was his right temple facing at that moment? That wasn't his cart. So Dr. Maractus, this is the victim. This is Guy Eldoon, which you see Eldoon is Noodles. So this dude pretty much name is Noodle Guy, but they call him Guy Eldoon. That was his cart. Now we don't know why Dr. Maractus was pulling the cart. I guess we're gonna find that out later. But maybe he was trying to frame. No, I don't know why he would try to frame him. You can't frame him. Now he went on noodle stand. Yeah, I'm not sure why he tried to pull the cart. We're gonna find out. I forgot. It's been like 20 some years since I played this game. All right, that's right. Towards the noodle stand.
Order, order, order. So you're saying the killer was inside the noodle stand?
Let's think about this a bit more, shall we? You say the killer was inside the noodle stand, which would mean the victim, Dr. Maractus, came to the park, wheeling his own murderer in the cart behind him. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I think you'd notice if you were pulling someone along.
There's something we should worry about before that. Why was he pulling the noodle stand in the first place?
Let's deal with our problems one at a time, shall we? So, someone was hiding in the stand. We have not come this far to talk about possibilities. Let's talk about proof, baby. Show us evidence that proves that someone was in that noodle stand.
Okay, now that's the part I haven't got to yet, so let me think. What was the proof? What was the proof? Oh, is it her toe? No, hold on. Is it the slippers? No, it ain't the slippers. Let me think. Hold on. Is there something in here? I like this song too. This song's good. Yeah, I don't think anything's right here showing us anything. Okay, nothing there. Shit, I don't think we got anything. Maybe it's something I'll figure it out soon. Can I prove that? You want evidence that someone was in that stand? Well, I've got it. I don't fucking know. I've got it right here.
Intriguing. Let us see what you've got. Show us proof that someone was hiding in the noodle stand.
I don't fucking know. I'm just bluffing right now. Let me see. It's not.
Hold on, hold on. Does this prove anything? The paint? I don't think so. Unless there's something on this. Unless there's something on this noodle stand that I'm missing. Menu, rice ball. Oh, hold on. Died pulling it. Somebody stole this though. Hold on, hold on. Proof she stood there. Proof she stood there. Not sure. Broken bowl with a red stain on the cord. Yeah, there's nothing on that. Let's see. It ain't the paint, right? Yeah, I don't think it's the paint. What is? It's got to be something about this noodle stand I'm missing. I feel like it is. I feel like I'm just missing something. Let me see. Let's see if I need to zoom. Can I examine anything? No clues here. L Dunes, salt. Okay, hold on. Let me try to remember. What is the proof? Show us proof that someone was hiding in the noodle stand. Someone was hiding in the noodle stand. Broken bulb, that's nothing. Red stain on the cord. Unless there's like she left some kind of mark or something. Hold on, bro. Let me think. Results from a checkup. Only thing I can think of is a noodle stand, bro. That's the only thing I think. So let's check the noodle stand. I'm gonna do the noodle stand. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. Oh no, this ain't it. That's not it. Either our brains are damaged or our forehead is. I wonder which is. Okay, this court finds Mr. Justice's brain faulty by majority vote. Okay, hold on. Time to pick something else. How about showing us the right evidence, Tom? Okay. All right, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, the judge cooked my ass. Boy. Okay, hold on. What would it be? The slippers. I'm trying to understand why this would be the slippers. This paint and this leaf. Well, I guess hold on. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it might be. I'm tripping. This leaf was this leaf was at the place, so maybe it's the slippers. Yeah, it's the slippers. Okay. The Maractus Clinic, and they're covered with paint. These slippers were found in the trash can near the crime. As a juryman, I can't find a correlation with the big toe. Left leaf print was a good catch. Right. And a single slipper print was found at the scene. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's what I forgot about. This is what sucks about playing. So like, I think a lot of times when you play these games, it's expected that you play them all, like the episode, and all in one day. Because if you wait one day to go and play it again, you might forget little details like this, and I forgot about that. Right next to the noodle stand. Oh, and Miss Tiala, your toe print was found in the left slipper. In other words, this is proof you were inside that noodle stand. Yet there was only one slipper mark found at the scene. Can this be called a footprint in good faith? Observe the diagram. A park pathway runs right next to the slipper mark. A slipper wouldn't leave a trace on a cobblestone path. Yet you still cannot say this is a footprint, Ja. Why not? You have an impression left by a single slipper. What if it was on the stand and simply fell to the ground? That's just dumb. One more thing. A noodle stand is typically cluttered with tools and noodle making trade. There's no room for a person to ride in there.
You have a point. Could someone have hidden in that stand?
Apollo, I think I might be onto something. I think I figured out one of our pieces of evidence. In order to make room in the stand, some things would have to be...
Well, Mr. Justice, do you have proof that someone could have hidden in that stand?
I can prove one thing. Someone did scheme to clear path space in that stand. Yeah, this right here. It should be the bowl. Yeah, it should be the bowl. This is a noodle bowl from the stolen Eldoon's noodle stand.
Yes, and what about it?
We discovered a large quantity of these bowls yesterday in the lobby of the Maractus Clinic.
A large quantity of noodle bowls in the victim's clinic.
Mr. Eldoon was clear about those bowls.
Well, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there too.
Yet the bowls were removed. That night, there was space inside that noodle stand. Oh yeah, I love giving him that accent. When you see him, like how he acts, you'll be like, okay, that's pretty legit. Space created at the Maractus Clinic, no less. Right around the time that you were there, Miss Alita Tiala. Stop! Uh-oh. Did she crack?
I won't listen to any more of these wild fantasies. No, not fantasies. They're worse lies than that spoiled brat's pickup lines.
Oh, she's going up for Walkie's for Walkie's swag? That's crazy.
I would like to remind the witness of her current status. This court does not consider you entirely innocent.
Show me an innocent. I'll show you a fairy tale.
In any case, the defense has somehow made its point. The witness had both a motive and opportunity to kill Dr. Maractus.
More fairy tales. This whole trial is a fairy tale.
Then please pull us back down to reality, Miss Tiala. I'm giving you one last chance to explain yourself.
This is it. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand that night? And what was Alita Tiala doing inside it? Time to get to the bottom of this case. Look at them. See, they be looking innocent. Y'all better see through the genjutsu, bro. I'm telling you. You might see him with a profile picture like this on them certain swiping sites. You know, swiping apps. You know what I'm saying? You might see him in a park. You might see him walking a dog. You might see him in a fighting game tournament. Thinking shit sweet. Okay? You better be careful. That night, I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kitaki family's hands. But Dr. Maractus didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Kitakis had sent me. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him. Come on now. You knew about the botched operation, so you tried to get rid of the chart to save yourself. I won't make excuses. And I did warn the good doctor. I gave him a chance. I done gave you too many chances, baby. It ain't no joke. She said, I'm going to give you one more time and you're through. One more motherfucking time you're through, bro. I done gave you too many chances, baby. I told him that Brat got his health checkup report and that he was coming to settle the score.
I see. Very well. Mr. Justice, begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. This is the last testimony. Either I perceive the truth or it's over. All right, so we got to perceive. That night, I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kitaki family's hand. Mega Man Battle Network has image there. Oh yeah, for sure. But Dr. Maractus didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Kitakis had sent me. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him. Lying ass. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I see anything without perceiving. Rector, I just didn't understand. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kitaki family hands. Let's see it. See if we can perceive something. I think she's lying here. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him. So I gave up and went home. All I did. Oh, there it is. Right? Yeah. Yeah. We got her ass. All I did was talk and lie.
What? Show me proof.
I'm pretty sure about this one. I think I'm getting the hang of this. A little slip in confidence and they give it all away. The proof is you, Miss Tiala.
Hmm?
All I did was talk to him, you claim? Yet you can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say those words. This is kind of like that JoJo episode of Enigma, right? Isn't it Enigma? Yes, Enigma. I forgot his name. Is it like Teranosuke, I think his name? Where he can see when you get nervous and then his stand goes after you and turns you into paper, right? And it's also like LA Noire. If you ever play LA Noire when they're lying, you see that them do something. So yeah. But this, well damn, no, JoJo came out way before that. Looks like Sticky Fingers power in the background. Yeah, the little dimension. You might be able to use this for your stream too. Find some way to eliminate them and then just use this some kind of way. This could be like your start streaming, starting soon type screen, or your damn like real talk. You used to have that. Oh really? I didn't know that. Yeah, you can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say those words. Not the spiral, but like flowing water kind of deal. It's been years. Oh, okay. Well, maybe you want to spiral, or here, this is when you can go into dark Jippu mode and start spiraling. After you got hit by all the drive impacts and the drive rushes and all the throw loops, you go into spiraling mode. Yeah, you can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say those words.
My Twitch.
What are you talking about? We're talking about your Twitch channel, girl. You ain't even get affiliate yet. You talking about hitting partner, girl. You gotta get affiliated first. You have a habit of scratching the area around your neck, your neck at the edge of your scarf.
What?
This is working better than I hoped. Her unconscious actions tell the truth she won't say. Habits and lies, 2 dots. Connect the dots and find the truth.
Don't look at me like that. I told you the truth.
It seems that when you recall what really happened in that office, you can't keep your hands off your neck. Oh shit. Is that what happened with the damn vase? She's covering her neck because she got hurt. It seems that nervous habit or unconscious reaction that manifests when someone's trying to hide something. You can't hide behind your scarf, Miss Tiala. Something happened between you and the victim in the Maractus Clinic office. And I've got proof that some shows exactly what happened. I was questioning the scarves and the ribbon on the wrist. Yeah, this right here, this lamp right here is what happened.
What's that?
You're touching your scarf again. There's something unusual about this lamp. The bulb is broken, and there's a red splotch on the cord. Seeing how you hide your neck, I think I can come up with a plausible explanation for the lamp's state.
Well, spit it out. This talking in circle nonsense is killing me.
Very well. The answer is very simple. Miss Aaliyah Tiala, please remove your scarf. This is a trial to determine what happened in that part, yet we seem to have drifted off target. We'll find out soon enough if we're drifting, as soon as the witness removes her scarf.
I won't do it. This is insane. I'm an unrelated third party. You can't order me to remove.
Miss Tiala, I'm afraid you've forgotten what's already have been proven.
What?
You're hardly unrelated. Please remove your scarf.
No. No!
I knew it. So I was right, wasn't I, Miss Aaliyah Tiala? Your neck. That isn't what
hold on, your neck. That isn't what I think it is.
Please and thank you, right? Damn. Something did happen that night at the Maractus Clinic. You needed to get that chart back no matter what it took. Even if you had to steal your fiance's pistol to do it.
But wait. Looking at this lamp and the witness's neck, it looks like the very opposite happened.
Exactly. The victim in the clinic that night was this witness, specifically. You tried to threaten Dr. Maractus and he attacked you. That's what happened that night at the Maractus Clinic.
Order. Will someone please tell me what really happened?
I told you the truth already. I went to the clinic that night to warn Dr. Maractus.
Damn, look at him smiling, kind of like.
That gangster knows everything. He's coming for you.
Hold on, what kind of damn. You know, I'm gonna give him that foghorn leghorn. Look, my clinic seen. I said my clinic's seen as the last patient.
We have to get rid of that chart. Quick, open your safe. Give it to me.
So you can save your own skin? Girl, you don't know what you're doing, girl. You see this? You see this there lamp? Girl, I'll choke the shit out your neck if you don't keep pointing that thing, girl. I said, put that gun down, girl.
What?
I know what you're up to. You on in with the family. And if they see that chart, I said, if they see that chart, you're finished, lady. Leaving me holding the short straw. But I'm going down. And I want some company. You.
And what happened next?
He jumped at me and knocked me to the floor. Then he took that cord.
Damn, he did all that? When you had a gun pointed to him? That's crazy.
Pal Maractus was serious. Deadly serious.
Damn, that dude was not playing. I feel like you could have did a different, more like elaborate and more like, you know, practical thing than getting a whole lamp cord to choke somebody out. But okay.
He really tried to strangle me.
He played too much Hitman, right?
I must have blacked out.
He's still snapping. So you were the victim? And that red splotch on the cord was your lipstick?
I didn't want to remember that night. That's why I didn't bring it up. There, are you happy now? I was out cold, almost killed. And you claim that I then snuck into that noodle stand? But how could I?
Well, one thing is clear. We know now what really happened at the Maractus Clinic. And it would seem that our victim was not entirely without blame himself.
He kind of do look like a foghorn. I say, I look like a foghorn leghorn. Damn, rest in peace, Maractus.
I'm sorry. I get so nervous just thinking of it. It's hard to breathe. I told you everything. Can I go home now?
You bear some responsibility for events that they true. Yet, if you were also a victim, this court would owe you some sympathy. Well, Mr. Justice, I believe this clears up the remaining question for Miss Tiala.
When did this happen?
Suddenly, everyone's sympathizing with her. Sympathizing. That's the key word, simp.
I don't know what to think anymore, Apollo.
I mean, is that it? Do we know everything we need to know about Miss Tiala?
Very well. This finishes the cross-examination of this.
Clavier is too cool, bro. Come on now. Come on now. Not so fast. This party's just getting started. Now, I love this theme. Oh, I gotta turn this up. This theme is good. I feel like this is Capcom's version of, hey, if we wanted to make Remy a prosecutor in an alternate universe, here's Clavier. Hold on, I like this part when it goes. Alright, anyway.
What? Those spikes in your head are softer than they look. Or do you have the stomach to go all the way?
Prosecutor Gavin.
Paul Maractus choked Alita Tiala. She fell unconscious. But what happened next? He's right. There is more we don't know. But she was choked hard enough to leave that mark. She would have been out for a while. Even still, what if it was her in that noodle stand?
Alita Tiala, half dead. Dr. Maractus pulling that stand. Oh, he put her in there. And a bullet fired from inside the noodle stand. That's why he was pulling the noodle stand. He wanted to move her. Like he knew she was out cold. So he was gonna transport her. And pin the blame on Eldun. I think that's what it was. Yeah, I think that's what it was. He was trying to pin it on Eldun with his own noodle stand. And the bullet fired from inside the noodle stand. What if it's all true? We might have already figured out what truly happened that night. Mr. Alita Tiala, as you can see, we're not through with you just yet. You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you? You too, Prosecutor Gavin. Me, Fraulein? Only wish to know the truth. Well, let's go back over what we've learned up to now. On the day of the murder, Waki said his checkup report, from which he learned about the bullet still inside him. So he took a pistol from the family stash, with the intent to give Dr. Maractus some of his own medicine. And Miss Tiala heard about this from Waki, so she went to Maractus Clinic ahead of him, in order to get rid of the chart with her signature. But then something happened. No one saw a pistol. Sounds like he figured it all out. But remember, I was the victim. I was out cold. But what about Dr. Maractus? That does seem to be the problem.
He had just strangled Alita Tiala, perhaps. He thought to death. What did he do after his crime?
I was just knocked out, not dead.
Yeah, but he thought you were dead. That's why he put you in, because he didn't want to have a murder on his hands. So he was going to frame Guy Eldoon by putting her in his noodle stand, and then boom. From the state of his clinic and the scene in the park, because they're right next to each other too, I think it's clear what the good doctor did next. Well, Forehead, care to guess?
Well, Mr. Justice, what did Dr. Maractus do?
Maybe he did think he killed Alita Tiala. Do I have evidence to show what he did next? Is it not the noodle stand? Hold on, I'm just trying to make sure. And they're still playing his theme, bro. I love his theme. It's either the noodle stand or the bowls, but I'm gonna say the noodle stand. As his next move, Dr. Maractus stole Guy Eldoon's noodle stand.
What? Killing me disturbed him that much? So much he randomly stole a noodle stand?
It wasn't so random. Remember all the bowls in the clinics for you? Bowls that belonged inside that stand? I think it's pretty obvious, don't you? That stand was at the clinic. However, the question is, why did he remove the bowls?
Maybe because the stand was heavy?
Or he wanted to put something in a stand in their place.
Ah, wait, you don't mean...
I do. Dr. Maractus did replace those bowls with something. Your corpse, Miss Tiala.
My corpse?
Dr. Maractus panicked. He thought he killed you. His next move would be to dispose of the body.
That's crazy talk. You're all crazy.
Then let's think about it logically. The doctor had a place to dispose of you in mind. But on his way there, who should he run into but the defendant, Waki Kitaki? I question your logic.
What's this, Prosecutor Gavin?
The park is a dead end. Why would he head in that direction to begin with?
That's right. He had no reason to go there. Oh, now I get it. It was a trick. That spoiled brat made him do it. He made the doctor steal the stand.
Tell me, why would someone go to a dead end unless the park was his destination?
What?
Apparently, the defense has an idea. Tell us where Dr. Maractus was heading with the stand. Here, please show the on the diagram.
Hold on. To the street? Is that the street? I'm trying to understand. What's the point of this? So where exactly was the victim dragging that stand? Shit. Oh, probably. Is this a pool? Is this water? Damn, I need to see the park again, bro. Fuck. Hold on. Fuck! I didn't mean to do that. God damn it. I didn't press that. God damn it. I didn't mean to press that. I'm young, Your Honor. I'm still making up my mind a lot of things. Bro, I better not lose because of this. I didn't mean to press that. I pressed Y. I pressed Y on accident. Bitch. I think this is water. This looks like water. I think. The victim was heading here. Oh, yeah. Nope, that's not it. Fuck! Bro, only got one more chance. It ain't what. Okay, hold on. Only thing I can think of is this the street? Bitch, hold on. I gotta start. I gotta press start. I can't press start. Bro. I was thinking the blue by the bench. Okay, hold on. Where would he take him, though? This ain't no street. Yeah, because this is the park. I'm stupid. It's not the street. Yeah, I guess the street. That's the only thing I can think of is the street. So she can get ran over or some shit like that. Because this is a street.
Yeah, I want to say here because hold on. The park was the destination though. I guess. I'm trying to think, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Oh, I can't look nowhere. No, it's not water. Or even we already tried that. This is not water. This is a street. Unless it is a river. Fuck it. I'm about to do that. I'm about to press it. Fuck it. If not, I have to damn rush everything. I don't know. Cause this is the end of the game. I pressed triangle on accident. God damn it. I think this is it. Not no bench, right? That'd be crazy on a bench. Fuck, I don't know. What is this? This is a trash can, right? I don't fucking know. I'm pressing it. There, that's a river. Oh, that is a river. Y'all, bro. Jipu, Rwanda, y'all geniuses. That don't look like no fucking river. That looks like a street. Yes, Your Honor. I scarcely need to explain that. I thought that was a street. I stand corrected. Thank you, Jipu. Thank you, Rwanda. A perfect place to dispose of a body.
He was gonna throw me into that river?
Yeah, it doesn't. I thought it was a street. Cause from what I've seen in the game, the park is right across the street from the fucking mansion. So that's why I thought that shit was a street. That don't look like no goofy ass river. Anyway, he didn't have many other options, Fraulein. I believe this clears up the remaining questions. Oh, okay. You can see it now. It still looks like a street from here. Bro, that does not look like water. That look like a street, bro. But I guess that does not look like fucking water. They need to do better with that. They need to do better with the illustration. That look like a street, but I can kind of see the water now. The victim pulling the stand, and the defendant before him. Yeah, right, and they could have just made some little ripples in the water, but their ripples look like street lines. And inside the stand, you, Miss Alita Tayala. And then the denouement, Wesley Stickler of the panning snatching fame walks up. Seeing the two men, he shouts, "In that instant." And yo ass shot him through the thing. Girl, you couldn't wait. She just probably panicked and shot him. So,
I shot him.
You were the only one who could have stolen Waki's pistol. It had to be you. Well, Miss Diola?
Nice work.
You mean I'm right?
I mean, you've done a fine job dreaming up a story. To get that spoiled brat off the hook.
Bro, I gotta save now just because I only got one more chance. Oh, man.
You're the one who's dreaming. Apollo's backed up everything he said with facts. If you're so sure he's making it up, give us another reason. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand through the park? Who knows? But there's one gaping hole in your logic. I think Mr. Gavin knows whereof I speak.
Whereof what? I can't believe she's still trying to deny this. Is this true, Prosecutor Gavin?
Must I always be the one to point out Air Forehead's errors?
Maybe there really is something.
I believe the Fraulein speaks of a doctor's car.
His car?
That's right. The Maractus Clinic had that big garage.
In which sat a green sports car, was it?
Why would he steal the stand in the first place? If he wanted to carry a body, he would have used his car because he's trying to frame somebody.
Uh,
And so we find our victim without probable cause to steal that stand, and our defense without a clear case. I have an idea. You know that green car? I bet it wouldn't run. It was broken.
Ah, what an excellent counter argument, Fraulein. Too bad you're quite wrong.
Eh?
Don't tell me you've forgotten what happened to your daddy.
Daddy?
That's right. That night, the car that hit Mr. Wright was the green sports car.
Oh, yes, I'd nearly forgotten about it.
Afterward, he drove it back to that garage. It ran fine.
That's right. So why didn't he use his beloved sports car?
A glaring contradiction, to be sure. More glaring than your forehead. No! No! Get off his forehead, Clavier.
Order, order, order. Well, Mr. Justice, why didn't Dr. Maractus use his car to carry the body?
Is that a groan of surrender I hear? For all that means unmarried woman, really? So, you know, a maiden. This trivia is brought to you by Zoo Facts. Kazoo Facts. Be sure to go to Kazoo for all your facts, even the car facts. Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you learned over the last 2 days. Everything I've learned.
Mr. Justice, this contradiction casts doubt on your entire case. This is truly your last chance. The defense will explain to us what happened that night.
Someone else stole the stand. The car didn't run. He carried the body in the car. He carried the body in the car. Someone else stole the stand. The car didn't run. Hold on, let's think. He carried the body in the car. Oh, hold on. He had to. He literally drove and was speeding to hit, and he hit Mr. Wright. Like, he had to have been driving fast for some reason. Like, why did he hit? Yeah, he had to. We never understood why he hit Phoenix and then kept going. The victim used the car to carry the body. Ah, so you're throwing out everything you've proven up until now? Well, if the car wasn't broken, I admire adaptability in the face of impossible odds. Yes, this does not explain why he was pulling that stand. What's going on? Is Prosecutor Gavin trying to tell me something? Perhaps we need to ask you again. Oh, it wasn't that. I thought it was that. Someone else stole the stand. Who else stole the stand? The car didn't run. The car definitely ran. Someone else stole the stand. Who could have stolen the stand? Nobody else stole the stand. Maybe the car didn't run then. I don't know. I have an idea. It's all coming together. That night, Dr. Maractus couldn't use his car. Huh? Now you're making even less sense than usual. Not according to my information, Miss Tiala. But put one and one together, and the explanation is simple.
If it's so simple, perhaps you can show us some evidence.
Show up, bitch. I'm about to save like a bitch. Oh, I can't say. Show us proof why the car wouldn't run that night. Hold on, let me think. Oh, bro, don't tell me it was the panties. Because of the exhaust pipe? Is it really? It was the panties? It was the panties.
Let's see now. Panties again?
All sorts of things come out of my panties. Capcom know what they doing. Even the truth. Huh? Right. Yeah, she's a magician. So she has a panties trick where she can pull out like a broom, chicken, you know, anything out of her panties. She calls them magical panties because she's a magician. So that's what she uses her magic panties. And the whole reason why there was a panty snatcher is because the dude saw her in a show one time, and she did her magic trick with her panties, and he's a college student, so he's like all about logic and shit. He's like, how did she do that? So he snatched her panties, like stole them, and wanted to see the ins and outs, like how was she able to make things come out the panties. He was trying to find out the magic trick because he's all about science and logic, and it defies that.
So that's why he was a panty snatcher. Another crime was committed the night of the murder. The theft of these panties, the latest in a string similar thefts, actually. Yeah, man, it's a lot. That's something you'll find out with these Ace Attorney games. It's like, it's a bunch of, it's low key like on some, like if JoJo's Bizarre Adventure met with lawyers or the law system. Like it's some bizarre ass shit going on. It's always something. The case is the stand of the week. But that night, the snatcher was caught in the act. A brave young girl chased the thief until he hid. See, that's him right there. He's got his damn outfit on and everything, and she's looking for her panties. In the Maractus Clinic garage.
What?
The snatcher hid the panties there before running. Perhaps someone in this court remembers where he hid them.
Why, what they found in the car's exhaust pipe.
Exactly. By the way, I learned something yesterday. A very important piece of information. And I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin. Oh yeah, because his bike wouldn't start. So you were here investigating? And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog? My motorcycle won't start. A clogged exhaust pipe. Too bad. It looks like such a nice bike too. Hard to believe that it could break just from that. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust and they won't run. See, I forgot about this. I literally forgot this small detail because I played it yesterday. And hell, us being adults, we can't just focus on video games anymore. We got a lot of other details to remember. Did I lock the door? Did I take my vitamins? Did I take my creatine? Did I pay this bill? Did I clock out of work? Did I remember to text my friends back? Did I put gas in the car? Shit like that. There's too much shit to remember as an adult. But if you're a kid, you can remember all these damn details because you're just playing a game and probably remember to do your homework.
How interesting.
While Miss Tiala and the doctor were struggling, the panty snatcher stuck into the Maractus garage. From that time until the time we found these, the car wouldn't start.
What?
That's why Dr. Maractus had to use a noodle stand. It was the next closest thing he could think of. Well, Miss Tiala, this wraps it out so quite nicely, I think.
So it does. Where am I?
She's finally admitting it.
So dark, can't see, cramped. The pain, my throat's burning.
What's... Oh, I said, boy, what's your problem?
You, Doc, I know what you did.
What now?
Wacky? You lied to me. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man.
Well, hold on, boy. I said, wait, boy. Let me explain.
Fine. I'll give you your last request.
Boy, listen, you're being tricked now. But not how you think, boy. Listen to me now. It's not just me, you know.
No. He'll ruin everything.
Damn. Looking like a real Stone Cold Killer, too.
I have to stop him. Cease this at once, you...
Damn, she shot him right through that. Booker. Damn.
Funny, this isn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well, too bad, so sad.
There's still one mystery. How did you manage to disappear from that stand?
In the silence after the shot, I heard the witness running.
I believe we heard as much from Wesley Stickler. He went to use a public phone to inform the police.
Which is when I made my escape.
Which is when you left that slipper print.
Dr. Maractus didn't bother taking my slippers off. I threw them out after I stepped in the paint, though.
That was your mistake.
No, my biggest mistake was coming to you for help, Mr. Justice. Eh? I believed in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone would get Waki declared guilty, it was you.
She believed that we were going to be a bad lawyer. That was crazy. I believe we've reached the conclusion of sorts. Prosecutor Gavin, how is Miss Alita Tiala doing? She confessed to everything. We're processing her arrest now. So one thing I missed from the original games, I don't know if this game does it. I mean, there's a couple of them, but in this game, in like a little thing that's known from the Ace Attorney games is like they have this big crazy breakdown. She didn't really have a breakdown. Like, you know, you would see her eek, squeak, all that stuff, but she didn't like have like a crazy like she was super angry or in despair kind of, you know, facial expression. That's what I actually kind of miss. I ain't gonna lie, some of them things used to scare me because I used to play this shit like all day, every day, or at night or whatever, and I'm like, damn, that shit actually looks spooky as hell. Like, and then I hate my mind sometimes. Like when I have an image in my head, it's like burned into my memory until I can like find something else to distract myself. So I have to, like, you know, that's why some people say after they watch a scary movie they have to watch a Disney movie or something after that, or else they might have a nightmare or something. I wish my name was Clavier. Your name can be Clavier. That can be your alternate ego. That can be your Twitch name. That could be your you know, whatever name, or you can legally change your name if you want. Hey man, like I said earlier, you gotta understand the concept of free will. You can do anything almost, you know. I mean, there's a certain person that's president right now, so that means anything is possible. Bro, I'm like that with scary games. If I play Project Zomboid before bed, I will 100% have a zombie dream. Yeah, I hate how shit be burned in my memory. That's why also, if the current president is the president, I think any of us can be the president. But anyway, yeah, some things just burned in my memory. That's why I wish Nominate was real. Nominate from Kingdom Hearts, Chain of Memories. I wish Castle Oblivion was a real thing. I would make a monthly visit to Castle Oblivion to forget some things and some people. She confessed to everything. We're processing her arrest now.
Prosecutor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost.
I think he already knew. He figured out she was the killer a while ago. Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days. He lost, but I didn't exactly win either. Something the matter, Ed Forehead? Looks like it's time to announce a verdict. Not guilty. Waki's pissed probably because he's 19 and he's like, where'd my 21-year-old babe go? I'm guilty. But she was using you, bro. Some of these niggas ain't real. Some of you niggas ain't real. Real. Boy, I tell ya, some of y'all ain't worth 2 quarters out here. Out here stealing from this young respectable man, and you out here tricking for a couple of dollars. Go take yourself to a strip club or something. Everyone gotta learn sometime, right? Great job, Apollo. You did it. Yeah, we did it somehow. Waki's off the hook. Free to become the gangster he always wanted to be. And he has to thank you. Hey, Tony, man. Oh, is this his dad? This is Waki's dad, isn't it? Oh, no, it's Waki.
You're gonna pay for what you did to my Alita, Holmes.
Or to blame, I guess.
You give my Alita back. Stupid pointy head attorney with a death wish.
Enough, Waki.
This is his mob. This is the mob boss. This is the dad, the mob boss. This dude just got aura. This boy, man, looks scary. Ah, Mr. Kataki. He even like low key threatened Apollo. He's like, hey, you know my son's gonna be innocent, right? For your sake, he better be innocent.
It's high time you open your eyes, Wookie.
What do you know, old man? I think it's about time you open yours. Giving up the life, trying to be some kind of businessman.
Don't talk about what you don't understand, Wookie.
I'm afraid the guard is going to throw them both out. If not in jail, wouldn't that be a happy ending? Hey, maybe we can help them out. We know why Mr. Kataki needs to make so much money. Maybe we should tell Waki. Oh, Waki. Apollo has something to tell you.
Huh? I do? Way to put me on the spot.
And what's that?
Show him the reason why Apollo. Why Apollo? Hold on. Why? I'm trying to think.
Oh, was it because of his operation to save him? I'm gonna save. I just want to see if it. I think it's to save him. Don't save him. You don't want to be sick because it's hard out here. Right? We all need money. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I feel like it's because of his operation, right? It's checkup report. Yeah, I think it's checkup report. Why is Mr. Kataki trying to become a businessman? I'm just making sure I ain't missing anything. Custom made Elder Noodles. Next not, yeah, not that, not that, not that, not that. Not that, not, I think it's this, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's his, I'm pretty sure it's his damn, checkup report. Think about it, Waki. Think about your condition. I talked with your mother, Little Plum, yesterday.
It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. She doesn't mean you aren't really, are you?
I searched the globe, and I found one. A doctor who can take that bullet out of you, Wookie. But it's an expensive procedure.
Man, but you got plenty money already, don't you?
I won't use it. It was the gangster life that did this to you, Wookie. I want to help you, and I want to do it clean.
Aw, look at Pops.
Please understand, Wookie.
Dad? Man, I see how it is, old man. Always you looking out for Wookie? Listen good, old man. One day, I'm gonna take you out. Then we'll see who's the OG. You try to hide in your business suit, I'll find you. Stupid old geezer. My, Wookie.
No, it's as it should be.
Mr. Kataki, I like them more without the puppy dog eyes.
I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words, but I know a professional job when I see one. Thank you.
Who, me? I don't think.
Someday, I'll bake you one of our latest, the Kitaki lime pie.
He's opening a pie shop?
So long.
And he was gone. Well, let's head back, Apollo, to the Right Anything Agency. Hey, since when do I work at your agency? Aw, we make a good team. Don't just stand there. Let's get going. Huh? Why not? She did help me out. And there's a few questions that still needs answers. Like this power of mine that she showed me. And my bracelet. If anyone can help me figure out, it's her. Though I can't say I care much for what her father has become. Oh, that's right. We have to go someplace first. Huh? Where? Why, to claim our reward from Mr. Eldun. Ah, Salty Noodles, right? He got a stand back already?
Oh, and after that, you can come see my show with a special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat.
Oh, it's special, all right.
Please, anything but him. The end. Look at that. How's that for a second case? Look at there. Apollo Justice. Turnabout Serenade. Let's just see what happens at the beginning. Cinema. Hey, and we still got what, 2 more ones? What I miss? You missed the climax. Oh, I forgot they're performing. Yeah, the girl did do it. She hid in the. She hit, or she didn't hit. She didn't hide in the. She didn't hide in the noodle stand. The doctor put her in the noodle stand after he choked her out. She woke up when the doctor's gonna spill the beans, and she shot him. The Governors, guilty as charged tool. I forgot they call themselves the Governor. That ends the first part of the show. There will now be a 20-minute intermission. This is so cool. Us at a Governors concert? Huh? Did you say something? My ears are still ringing. The Governor's putting the sick back in the music. Sick in the music. That's crazy. Well, I thought Mr. Gavin was really nice. Sending us those tickets at the 20% off. They're hard to get a hold of, you know. When you invite people to a concert, it's usually free. Yeah, he's at 20% off. Let's head to the dressing room, Apollo. You know, like we're a couple of VIPs. I've always dreamed of being a VIP at the Gaviner show. Trucy, you didn't know who Professor Gavin was before that case. What kind of fan doesn't know the lead vocalist's name? Oh, this guy. Well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in. Clavier? What a lovely name. He's so dreamy. Yeah, but I'm a girl. I'm supposed to swoon over gods of rock. God awful, maybe. I bought all their stuff on the way home from the trial. I got 12 Gaviner albums and 15 concert videos. That was quite a bit of impulse shopping. I got an advance on my next 15 years worth of allowance. For Mr. Wright, that sounds like a real act of generosity. Who would have imagined me here at a Gaviner's concert watching Prosecutor Gavin rock? To be honest, he was kind of cool, and I'm kind of envious. Not that I'd ever admit that to Trucy. Ah, you made it. Mr. Gavin, thanks so much for the tickets. And the invoice you sent along with them. You were incredible up on the stage, Mr. Gavin. Nothing like a music to brighten the mood after trial, Ja. And we're almost ready for our next act. I'm looking forward to it myself. What is that? Let me roar? Let me roar? Let me wah? Let me wah? Singing? Right? The siren of the ballad? Oh yeah. That flyer said she flew all the way over for the show. That's right. I happened to catch her show while overseas. Her voice is divine. I knew how to invite her to perform with us. Lemuroy says, you praise me too highly. Whoa, who's this guy? He's huge. Allow me to introduce Mr. Romain Letouze? Romain Letouze? Is that what that is? Lemuroy? I think it's Lemuroy. Manager. And her interpreter, incidentally. It is great honor for us to be here. Is this the Zangief? And a great honor for Lemuroy to be heard in this country. Is that her way of talking? That voice. I wish I could understand it. It's beautiful. Oh, because her voice is divine. I see things. Is this Egyptian? I see them bowing and beetle and something. Ooh, Lemuroy. I don't know. I'm gonna call her Lemmy. I'm actually meeting Lemmy. Mysterious songstress. Her quiet, deep song glides through the air. Lilting? What? Lilting above a sparse but elegant piano accompaniment. Now this is music. She's a real artist.
Lemmy says, "We have looked forward to this joint performance."
Ah, Lemmy, your voice. It is art.
Yet, without this piano to guide me, it is but a voice.
I've seen this kid somewhere before. He plays piano at all Lemmy's concerts. He's cute, and he's a really good pianist. Good pianists are a dying breed, I hear.
Allow me to introduce Machi
Tobaye? Maki Tobaye? Maki Tobaye. I feel like there's a pun somewhere.
He is blind. This is why he never strays far from Lemmy. They are always together.
They're like characters from some fairy tale. Lemmy, so, what's that word? Exotic? And mysterious. She does seem quite pretty, at least her eyes do. Hers is a kind of sightseeing musique. Huh? She travels the globe putting that sight she sees into song. Even though her appearance and voice are exotic, her songs remind us of something close and warm. Sights into song. That's so poetic. She was gracious enough to put music to my lyrics tonight. The guitar serenade. Hope you enjoy it. I can't wait. Now it's time. For the next part, we're giving the Gaviners hard rock a little rest. Lemmy, the stage is yours.
The band members will not play during Lemmy's ballad. Only Maki's tender tones and Lemmy's dulcet voice.
And my guitar, of course. Woohoo! Nights like this make it all worthwhile, you know? I should have learned to play the guitar. There's not much romance in chords of steel. Shall we hit the stage then? Good luck, Mr. Gavin. Take care your hearts aren't stolen away, Jock. Let's get back to the concert, Polly. Sugar. Oh yeah, I forgot they had these like 3D models. Hey, look at them glass. That boy clean. Is she on her rose shit? Is this Capcom Sade? I'm a soldier of love. Every day of my life. In the wild, wild west, on our hardest, doing our best, stay alive. Oh shit, his shit actually on fire. What the hell? Look at him. Wow, wasn't Lemmy amazing? I even cried a little. I was surprised Prosecutor Gavin actually burned his guitar. Yeah, that even surprised me, and I'm a magician. What a production. What a destruction. I don't think Prosecutor Gavin was expecting it either, oddly. He looked as surprised as I was. Is that what they call risking life and limb for art? I think he's my new hero. I'm not sure I'd call that art. Well, what are we doing here? Let's get going into Mr. Gavin's dressing room. There's 20 minutes till the last part of the show. How many breaks does this band need? What the heck was that? I was never consulted about it. Sorry, Mr. Gavin. Sir?
I've asked the band in charge. I play new rock, not Great Balls of Fire. Speaking of fire, I have a good mind to fire whoever's responsible.
He seems upset.
Apollo Justice, were you the one who tried to torch me?
Hey, I didn't do it. So much for risking your life for art.
The guitar serenade is ruined. Ruined.
Well, let's try to talk to him at least.
I'm not sure that's the best move right now.
Alright, he's pissed. Alright, on that note, I'm going to sleep because I got to get on this flight in the morning. But see some of y'all at CEO or whatever. Depending on, who knows, if I end up on the stream for some matches or whatever, maybe y'all see me there. If not, I guess I'll catch y'all Monday or something. Yeah, appreciate it. Safe travels and all that to y'all too, and a good weekend and all that. See if I can raid somebody real quick. Sucks for y'all. Let's see. The song's too good, bro. Hell, we'll rate safe. Safe's playing Street Fighter 6. All right, homies. See y'all when I see y'all.
You dig?
Oh shit, that is not his damn name. It's Mr. Safe, my dumbass. Alright, freaking Sam, be easy, bro.